Okay, main event time. 12-1 Steve Erceg is challenging 27-5 Alexandre Pantoja for the flyweight title. This line is skewed. I think that Pantoja is as good as Erceg is, and he's very good. I think it should be a 4-1 favorite for Pantoja. I do. So getting, an Erceg what minus one or plus 155. Pantoja's only a minus 185 at home against Erceg. I think people think the world of Erceg, and I've watched, I think, almost every fight of his. I think the second fight he had, first fight he looked really good. The second fight against Alexandre Costa, he barely won it. And Costa's fighting on the first fight of this card, early prelims. I don't think Erceg. I think he's proved that he's got some punching power in the last fight. But what does he have? He's not going to hurt Pantoja. He's not going to outstrike Pantoja. I think his chin, as the fight goes on, I think Pantoja will test it. But Erceg is a literal. He's just jiu-jitsu. He's not a wrestler. And Pantoja is a very good jiu-jitsu artist and a very good wrestler. I think Pantoja eats him up on the ground. I don't think it's going to be just like one and done, but I think he'll do. I mean, it's not going to be like Pantoja against Brandon Royval on the ground, but well, I don't know. Royval looked pretty good at times on the ground. Just Pantoja was a step ahead. In both those fights, I think Erceg. I don't think he does any better than Royval on the ground. Yeah, I think Royval was prepared. Royval just beat Brandon Moreno. I think Royval was prepared for Erceg or for Pantoja in that second fight and still came up short. I mean, I don't think Erceg's going to be any more prepared than Royval in that one. I don't think he's a better fighter than Royval. I would pick Royval to stop Erceg if he doesn't stop in the first, probably the third round. So why am I going to pick Erceg against Pantoja if Royval couldn't beat Pantoja? I think you had a very good Brandon Royval in that second fight with Pantoja. That's why he went on to beat Moreno. I think Erceg isn't ready for this. They're trying to get new. I mean, Pantoja's cleaned out the division, yeah. So give him Steve Erceg, number 10 in the world. I don't know. I think it's gonna be like Manafiro against Erin Blanchfield on the scorecards. I honestly thought Blanchfield edged her out. That was a weird fight, but I do think that it's gonna be. Pantoja's been around forever. The judges aren't going to give a close round in Brazil to Erceg. They're not going to treat him like Manafiro. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be the other way around. I think I think Erceg's going to have to. What is he going to do to Pantoja? I mean, I know this is the world of mixed martial arts and anything can happen, and every week you get proven wrong. But how often do you prove wrong against Pantoja? Never. I've never been wrong picking Pantoja. No. Steve Erceg he's going to have to come in here and do something that we haven't seen him do yet. Haven't seen anybody do to Pantoja. I mean, I think the best thing for Erceg is he's gonna prove that he's worthy title challenger. If he goes out there and fights hard, even if he loses every round, I mean, it's not a shame to lose all 5 rounds. I mean, I don't remember what the scorecard was in the second Moreno or second Pantoja Royval fight, but I think Pantoja was winning, like 4 rounds out of the 5. I think if Erceg does good and goes the distance, I think he'll be considered a contender for, like a higher rank contender up there with Royval and Moreno and some of the others. But if he goes out there and gets starched or can't handle Pantoja and gets submitted like early, like a second or even third round, I think that Erceg's not gonna move up, and they're gonna, we're gonna find out what he's all about. I'm not worried about this fight. This fight is actually a steal, more than a steal than the Aldo Martinez. Aldo Martinez, you're taking, yeah, I'm confident Martinez, but the fight's in Brazil, whereas this fight, you've got the a hometown guy that's a champion, and you got good odds with him at what, 185? Yeah. I honestly think I should just pick 2 fights, just because there's only 2 fights that I'm pretty confident on with the odds. But the odds being 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, all these fights that anything can happen. I don't know. Throw in Vitor Petrino. I would take Petrino, Martinez, and Pantoja. And of course, Jonathan Martinez is going to be the scariest one out of that one, I think. Because Aldo, you never know what's going to happen. This crowd's going to be really behind Aldo. Anyways, I'm picking this fight. I'm picking Alexandre Pantoja at -185 in this one.